Holy shit. What up? Turbo Tai Tai. How are things, Tyler? Hope all is well with you, bud. You had a good Sunday? A good weekend? Hey, Mark is in the house. Mark, how are you? Anybody do anything interesting this weekend? Ending up my birthday. It's a little bar and waiting for the lady to. Ah, well, happy birthday, Tyler. Emily, sir. M, how are you? Good weekend. Practice my chilling out a lot. There you go. That's awesome. Must be pretty drunk. Can't type for it to. Yeah, brother, for sure. Happy birthday, Tyler. Have one on me. Shannon, how are you? There you go. Birthday wishes coming in. Happy birthday, Turbo Tai Tai and Lisa. Shannon, happy birthday. Mark, happy birthday. Hey, Mark and Shannon. There you go. You got rid of all your fork trucks now, Turbo Tai Tai, or what ended up happening with that? Because you had a was it a 7.3 and a 6.0, wasn't it? I believe you told me that they sold one, but all the forts are gone. There you go. And the Ram is at the at the dealer as expected. Oh man, what's wrong with it? Did you blow it up already? Or do you have transmission trouble? Water leak through the headliner. Oh, you got a moonroof in that thing? Yeah, it's a Dodge. That's what's wrong with it. Yeah, the Cummins is just about the only good thing in a Dodge, if you ask me. But I'm not a big fan of Chrysler products. But Tyler seems to like him. Yeah, but they claimed it's the cab lights. Huh? Really? Ah, Jamie is in the house. Jamie, how are you? Dodge is a shipping crate for Cummins. That's right. Jamie, how are you? Won't rush them unless the water gets in. LOL. Good one, Jamie. There you go. Sorry, Tyler. Not a lot of Dodge fans here. Hey, Bill Beckett is in the house. Bill, how are you doing? It's always the Dodge, Chrysler, and the Euros for me with a diesel on occasion. Mainly the newer stuff with failing emissions or contaminated fuel or CP4s that like to unlife themselves. Yeah. Hey, Bill, I was out by 8 last week. Well, you're not out today. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Tyler. Uh, you know, ultimate setup, in my opinion, is a Ford truck with a Cummins engine. But hey, Bill, I am Lisa. Not bad cars, just uninformed owners. Got to go. Wife's home. I'll catch up with you sometime this week via phone. Yeah, man. I'm always there. You can always call me. There's always reliability mods to happen. Yep. Hey, Jamie. Thanks for stopping in, Tyler, and take care, okay? Hello. All uninformed, uneducated owners that unfortunately get the short straw. Well, that's how they learn. Hey, Jamie. And who neglect their vehicles. Yep. Are you still in school, Jamie? Heading to Texas on Wednesday, and I got a Grand Cherokee and a BMW to finish beforehand. There you go. Sounds like fun. I got the engine swap done on the Prius. It just don't want to start right now. So got to figure out why that is. And then I've got a Chevy sitting there in the back. Uh, Broken bolt extraction from the thermostat housing. So that's going to be a fun one. Got everything out. Tried the welding part of it, but that didn't work out on that one. So I'm just going to have to drill and tap that. So, and then they want to have want me to have that thing looked over, see what all it needs or may need, or no school, had to withdraw. I got roped into my old stuff again, except 100% my own terms. Plus, I had to organize and facilitate my mom's. Yeah, there you go. Yep, steel bolt and aluminum block. So it's going to be fun. Hey, Pat, how are you? Sorry for your loss. She got to see her after I recovered from my major surgery. Got to see her. Yeah, yeah. That's nice, Jamie. Sorry here for your loss. Yep. But anybody, anything interesting or not for me really? It's just the same old, I suppose. It was rough. Second funeral, I talked that, did the sermon speech, and ended with prayer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Jamie. In '03. Anyway, yep, that it will, Jamie, but it will still leave a scar. But This BMW is the cleanest Mile one I've seen yet. He definitely takes care of it. It's nice to see, ain't it? When people actually take care of their vehicle. But got to finish up putting a quote together for a fella that wants me to do either a common swap or a 7.3 swap to do a 6.0 delete. How many miles a year? Damn, 297, huh? 07, 528. Yeah, that is impressive. That's right, Pat. Taking care of some of those German cars can get expensive. That is for sure. Glutton for financial punishment. It don't matter. BMWs and Mercedes, they're both expensive, man. This guy writes blank checks like the AMG owner. No kidding. Well, as long as they're not stingy, then that makes a big difference. The AMG got me started on upper end Euros. Hey, Walter, how are you? BMWs are known for oil and coolant leaks galore. That I don't know, Walter. I stay away from Euros. I've been wanting a Jaguar. Yo, what up, Dave? Electrical nightmares. Yeah, stay away from that Euro stuff, man. Hey, Dave. Learned that Jaguar had a 2.0 diesel newish sedan. Surprised. A DPF replacement. Probably not the first DPF replacement at that mileage. Probably not, Mark. The Jag was a different story than this. It was 150K and changed for. I got cured with that Land Rover. I'll tell you that much. So never again. Yeah, 150K miles. Costly, but not that costly. Yeah, I like my Fords and Chevys, man. I can tell you that much. Do they have stupid things and dumb designs on certain things? Absolutely. Do they have some problems? Absolutely. But those are by far my most preferred vehicles to work on. We need to drop the entire engine out of a Kia Stinger for an alternator change because of the turbos and pipes. No shit. That's an effed up repair. Yeah. Wow. That's a true fact, Em. All vehicles are good when they're running, for sure. It's the older ones though that are easier to keep running. Wait till AI starts doing automotive designs. AI ain't going to be all that big as people think it's going to be. Because it's only as smart as the information you feed it. And it's not that smart. It's just really good at Google search. An AMG crate motor is $65,000 shipped from Germany. Holy fuck. Nah. Artificial intelligence will be AI. It's going to be limited. Like I said, it's only good at Google search. Well, here's the problem, right? Now, when you put the wrong search in or the wrong answers in, AI will bring those answers up. AI is a great tool, but you feed it poop, it outputs poop. Feed it good stuff. Yeah, it's very limited. Yeah, no problem, Dave. Whatever works best for you, bud. I would be happier buying a fleet of vehicles for 65K. Yeah, right? I'm with you on that, Pat. Especially when you do them in the range between 5 and 10, 5,000 to 10,000. You can have almost 10 cars for that, Pat. Change the recipient in a 1985 XJS with the V12 ones. No fun to do. These had a GM automatic which the engine was replaced with a 350 or a big block Chevy. Jaguar. Yeah. Anything you guys want to talk about specifically? You're going to have to bring the wife's. Well, y'all remember that Ford Flex, that black one, had a bunch of work done to it. Well, now it's making transmission noise. So politics and religion. Breaking 14 farmed many high-end computers with Titan graphics cards. You can rent the computer power from and upload. I have no idea what that sounds like. Chinese to me, Jamie. Interesting evolution. How's the new tools treating you, Tio? Good. They're treating me good. Got my metric set complete. That's all. That's all Snap on now. All the way up to 32 mil. My guy did me pretty solid on that. $100 a wrench, which for Snap-on wrenches for those large ones were not too bad. Yeah. Well, but you commented on that video, Mark. They'll last the rest of my life and my kids' life too. So how about the wear a hammer ratchet? I don't know, man. That is such a gimmick tool to me. Who would use a ratchet for a hammer to begin with? I don't. And I don't even think you can put it in spaces half the time because it's just too big. The head is. Primitive Pete would. Yeah, that's right, Em. That would be a ratchet you throw in the back of your truck. So you got a hammer and a ratchet and a socket set and some wrenches. But for daily use, hell no. Mahler the installer and Mayer the or Moyer the destroyer. There you go. A ratchet like that will be something you throw in your tractor cab, so you got something to work with. I worked with those guys, Em. Oh no, Johann the Barbarian. I did get to use that big 56-ounce snap-on hammer, and I tell you what, holy shit! Primitive Pete, who uses tools wrong, seen the video ABCs of hand tools with him showing it. Oh, I didn't even know that Primitive Pete was a thing. But anyway, found me another engine hoist, by the way, that's just like this big one here that I got for a couple $100. I was thinking about getting it just to fix it up and use it or sell it. The suspension sadist might use it. I use screwdrivers as chisels and punches and pry bars. There you go. Never given much thought about buying things from SEMA until I picked up a new clear coat spray gun. You went to SEMA, Bill? I did see some videos about SEMA. Oh, SEMA deal from Sherwin Williams. Gotcha. Demolition screwdrivers. Yep. Chaka Gillis, what's up? I was there many years ago. Does the tool bear go to SEMA? I don't think he went this year, Em. Nice, Bill. A show special? So is that something worth going, Bill? Goes to the buffet and bankrupts it. Right? That's too funny. That is too funny. But it was all right. Do they have that every year at the same location, or they move that around? The SEMA show. Hence why I never went back. There you go. Yeah, gotcha. I'd like to go at least once. What up, Dave?
Same old, same old. How's it going?
It's going. How about you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
It's been busy doing shit around the house all day.
Yeah, I saw that, Walter. But you look at the prices for their
What did Vim have at SEMA that was new that I haven't seen yet? I'm trying to think. They really didn't have anything I can think of.
their ratchets, their American line ratchet, USA made ratchets.
I don't pay attention to nobody's ratchets. I got snap-on ratchets.
Yeah, but if you look at what they want for them, you can buy a Snap-on one for that. So yeah,
Well,
been in
the
Vegas
best
for
ratchet,
3 years.
the best ratchet would be tomorrow. You can get, if you're an inside track member, you get 40% off of all Icon ratchets. Do you know my Mac dealer thinks that Snap-on's involved with Harbor Freight?
What?
My Mac dealer thinks that Snap-on's literally involved with Harbor Freight. I'm like, why do you think that? He goes, because they're not making any. They're like, there's no beef that Harbor Freight's stealing all their shit and just straight up copying it. Like he's got a point. Like their ball joint press, they literally took it and molded Snap-on's ball joint press.
Right.
And it's an exact copy. The 47 or LM, whatever they are, those LM, whatever they are, 47 ACFs, whatever the fuck they are. Those needle nose pliers Snap-on came out with direct copy. Flush cuts direct copy. High leverage pliers direct copy. I mean, it's on and on and on. They're directly copying everything.
Yeah, now the toolboxes too.
Their toolbox, yeah, they directly copied the door latch system. And my understanding is they're going to be tossing around the idea of 72 30-inch deep and an 88 and 31-inch deep toolbox. I would like to see the construction of the box, how solid they are.
That's right, Shannon.
If they're a step up from the freaking first
Right,
Icon toolbox, they're going to be a solid toolbox.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Like if it's a step up, like construction wise, it's just not deeper. But I mean, if it's actually maybe a little sturdier, a little heavier gauge steel, I'm telling you, I mean, if they keep a price down for 72 by 30, they can keep the price down below $5,000. I mean, they're going to fuck the tool companies up. Because I mean, a tool vault you can get, I think, 72 by 30 inches deep, and I think they're right around $5,000. But there's a definite quality difference between a Mac box, a snap-on box, and a tool vault. I mean, the tool vault's definitely a much lighter duty box.
They use cheaper components. Oh yeah, for sure, Mark.
Which one is they talking about?
Hey Daniel, how are you? Design patents basically don't mean anything. If there's a change to the product, the patent doesn't hold weight. That's right.
Well, not
Yeah, it's
that.
like it needs to be like
Nobody.
25% different or something like that. So if you change the handle and the
Well,
handle is different, then
if it's coming out of Taiwan, though, doesn't it have to? You have to have an international patent, don't you? I think there's such thing as an international patent,
I don't know.
and most companies don't pay for patents anymore because of those slight little details that you're able to do, copy X% without infringing on their patent. But also, it costs so much to actually get the patent. It costs money to keep the patent up for a period of time, and so on and so forth. It's expensive. So I've been told, like, you look at like Lyle tools, they always say patent pending. That's just some bullshit they put on their packaging or on their tool. There's no patent pending. They never intend to put a patent on.
Okay,
Lyle's
so there are no international patents.
All right. Like Lyle says they're going to patent something. They just say that. Lyle just makes a tool. They make it as cheap as they can. I mean, they make a good quality, but they market it as cheap as they can, sell as many as they fucking can, and then they don't give a shit if somebody copies it. Like their electrical disconnect pliers. There's like, what, 3 or 4 Chinese companies copying them, selling them for $7.99 a plier. Are they the same plier? No, but is it making Lyle tools cry? No, they sold thousands of them.
Yeah. Chaka says he bought the Icon LM47 ACF ripoff. After a few uses, the teeth were worn down bad. Yep.
Now, I will say this, and I know some people probably get pissed if I say this, but I have a friend that bought that Icon ball joint press, and he uses it quite frequently. Yep. And I used it one time. I was over his house. We were just messing around with this freaking pickup truck. He's got a older Silverado, like a 2002 Silverado. And I just grabbed it and I started driving out a ball joint with it. We're gonna install a new one. And I have the snap-on ball joint press. I will say I think their retention system on the Icon is better than Snap-ons. And I felt as though I just in general made the ball joint press a better ball joint press to use than Snap-ons. In the long run, is it as good? Probably not. I mean, I think it's on sale right now for like $259. Snap-ons with the equal amount of cups is probably about $1,000. But the ball joint press for $200 seems to do a pretty good job. I know in line they show people breaking them, but I mean, you put your heart to it, you can break anything. We got to be careful with what we talk about, though. The farmer's wife can get mad that balls don't have joints. I've been reprimanded over the situation.
That's right, Dave. Watch out.
Yeah, you can't play with that crap. Don't mess with the farmer.
I like the power built ball joint press also for an inexpensive quality option. Yeah, I've got a lot of power built stuff, Jamie. And for the price, I am very impressed with power built. I'll buy those two. I've got a lot of power built stuff that is, front for ball joint press, front end stuff. I don't use that all that much, so I got their slide hammer too.
A little better. Kick the heater up a little bit.
Tariffs really only way to combat all these foreign slave labor companies ripping up. Yeah, I hear you, Daniel. I totally agree. for sure. I have mostly power built in Texas. I've got quite a bit of power built. It's actually not that bad.
Solid. Power built is solid. It pretty much, they're like equal. Like, I don't know. They're like, I wouldn't say they're much different than OTC ball joint press. The power built stuff. Any of the power built stuff is pretty solid.
I think so. But you see,
if I were using a better Taiwanese factory, it's good.
But see, if I would use it, a lot, then I will buy it, a better quality. But if I don't use it all that much, then I stick to the cheaper stuff. And for power built, I think for the money, I think it's hard to beat.
Everybody's got to make sure they get the Inside Track members discount tonight or tomorrow. The early Black Friday sale starts at Harbor Freight tomorrow.
How do you know? You've been hanging out with the bear much?
Oh yeah, man. I'm selling all my Snap-on tools. I got rid of all my ratchets. I'm buying all Icon ratchets because they're the same thing as Snap-on and they're a quarter of the price.
Okay.
And
here, listen to this, Dave. I got some Williams flex head reversible ratchets coming. Ratchet wrenches coming. And they cost exactly the same as the Harbor Freight ones, the Icon ones that are not reversible. Harbor Freight the Icon line is pricing themselves out of the market.
You see, I don't even know what are the ratchets regular price. I just know that one of the guys at my shop went to Harbor Freight the other day and he came back with their fucking little flyer dealie. And he must have been
same thing, Shannon.
He must have had a test he was studying for because he left it in the restroom. And when I was washing up Friday when I was leaving, I saw it. I grabbed it after I washed my hands up, and I grabbed it and went through it real quick, see what prices, what they had on sale. And I noticed they had ratchets, 40% off. Was it the wrenches again, 40% off? And then something else, 30% off. They're putting some heavy discounts on the Icon tools. Like I said, I had a friend that used to be a regional manager for Harbor Freight up here in Metro Detroit. He no longer works for him. He's been employed with another company now for like 8 months. Yeah, probably about 8 months, 7-8 months. He works. My buddy works for Whirlpool now.
Yeah.
He's in Ohio somewhere working for Whirlpool, but he was working for Harbor Freight, and like I said, he was a regional manager, so he had like 9 stores, I think he had to oversee. And he told me the Icon shit doesn't sell that well, especially toolboxes. He said the only way they sell toolboxes is scratch and dent sales.
Yeah.
But he said that most people go in, they buy U.S. General. Most people buy Pittsburgh and Quinn. He said the Icon line does not sell all that well. Not yet, anyway. Which I could see that.
Well, like I said, they've been pricing themselves out of the market. Some old Snap-ons, Cornwell, and just trying out a locking gear wrench. Yeah, I don't like the locking head on the gear wrench ratchets. They flip loose when you put a lot of torque on them. And I got the gear wrench, what's that long one, the 24-incher or something like that? Man, you put a lot of torque on that. You put a lot of torque on that sucker, man, that handle fucking boasts like it's out of style. And then you got to watch out when that starts to happen. That's when the locking part for the flex head flips loose.
You have any of the Mac Access ratchets still?
No, I only had one.
I had one when they first came out, and I kept busting the head. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what happened. I'm thinking about it. I don't know what the hell happened to that ratchet. I might still have it somewhere, but it's not right. It's not in the drawer I open up all the time. I'll tell you that. because I can't remember. I can't remember the last time I saw the ratchet. I'd have that warranted many, many times, but I'd heard they updated the ratchet. The Access ratchet. The only thing I don't like about it doesn't seem to be as smooth as the Snap-on Dual 80.
They're just as good, in my opinion. The only thing is the head is even thicker yet than the Snap-on.
I was about to say it too. The head's thicker.
And that was my biggest. That was already a big gripe for me going from gear range to Snap-on, because the head is thicker. But the biggest difference is with the gear or with the Snap-on, the head is slimmer from side to side versus the gear range. The gear range is flatter but fatter, and the Snap-on is skinnier but taller.
Oh, the newest Snap-on ratchet, the head is thinner. That's one of the major advantage you're getting if you buy the 100-tooth Snap-on ratchets. You're getting a thinner head. It's more equivalent to a Mac or a gear wrench head.
Yeah, I got the old Cornwell ones. I've got those in my truck, and I use those for field repairs on tractors and stuff like that. But those are like the 40 tooth or something like that. They've been great. The Eagle. Yeah.
I've never really worried about having a locking flex head. I've never had a problem just using a regular flex head.
The only time I want to have a locking flex head is on the longest ratchet. I got them on the Snap-on too. This is a 24-incher. That's locking. Because that's the only ratchet that I use. When that comes out, that means torque is going to get applied. And the last thing you want is that handle flip out and it'll throw you on your butt. Hey, everybody, it's Ed the Old Tech Guy.
Yeah, well, Ed the Old Tech Guy, I don't know if the Eagles going to win, though. The game ain't over yet, man. I don't even know what the score is. It's probably tight still. Eagles are playing the Lions. Feels like, so fuck, what the hell's that?
I don't care.
I know.
I got three of them from Snap-on, and the locking.
The Lions are losing.
Hey, Ed. Hello, Ed. Yeah, I like those too.
Talk about Mac Tools, like the Max Access ratchets. Mac Tools has not really been doing a whole lot of new shit, although I did see one thing new on my dealer's truck. You know those Vim ratcheting box end adapters, I guess you call them? You hook to an extension and it turns into a ratchet or a ratcheting wrench. Mac came out with the same exact things that Vim has, except they say Mac on them and they're polished chrome and not a satin finish. I did see those on my Mac truck, but Mac Tools doesn't seem to be doing much. I don't know what they're up to. They've not updated their toolbox designs or changed anything in many years. And they seem to be slow to come out with anything new or copycat anything or come up with anything just new. They just don't seem to come up with new shit.
I got those gear wrenches that are detent like that, and for working on cars in tight areas that can actually suck, because there's times where you got to be right there in between, and then your detent keeps fighting you. That's the only time where I don't like it. People make fun of me for buying Snap-on. Can't believe that people get bent out of shape. We should all strive to one day own Pro Tools. Yeah, whatever.
See, one thing I don't understand is why they making fun out of Ed for buying Snap-on when he's just trying to buy Pro Tools. Don't buy Snap-on, then buy Pro Tools. I'm confused.
I don't have that many people that make fun of me, so
Nobody ever makes fun of me about buying that. I'm trying to think. Does anybody ever? Deep down inside, they're probably like, sucker. He just bought that tool and paid $1.75 more for it when he could have bought it off Amazon. Okay, whatever.
well, I had the other day. I had a comment on one of my videos about the first gen Icon ratchet, and that guy was saying something like that. Say, you know what? You go right on ahead, bud, and be a fucking cheap ass. I'll support that American company. That was my comment back to him. So whatever. Mac has locking extensions for those heads with comfort grip handles.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Sometimes you all have to embrace the suck. I don't care for the Snap-on dealer in Alabama, so I'll go to Texas for that one too. Matco dealer is amazing, and Cornwall has been populating more lately. There you go, Bill.
So we back in shit again? Shitty weather?
Oh yeah, it's getting cold again.
Yeah, we had that one nice day to tease us.
Mm-hmm. I trust my knuckles to snap on whenever I have something that may bust my knuckles. Yeah, I had the Cornwell ones, and I used that 9/16 once, and I still have the big sizes in Cornwell. These right here. Skipped the gear, busted my knuckle. Threw that fucker across the shop. Called my Snap-on dealer and said, "Give me the fucking standard size."
Yeah, I got one Matco ratchet still. I got a 3/8 drive, locking flex head Matco that's, I don't know what, maybe 12, 13 inches long. I never use that for high torque application. I broke that son of a bitch so many times, just what I consider putting moderate force into it. I never trust that thing. The Matco ratchet I can break with ease. People say that's stronger
Absolutely,
than Jamie. I don't know how.
I could never bring myself on buying a Matco ratchet because it looks so much like the gear wrench. It's not even funny.
Well, I can tell you right now, if you use the Matco and you get into a lot of dirty, nasty, cruddy shit with it, if you don't like when you get done using it for that shit, stop, clean it up, take it all apart, clean it all out, give it a little dab of lube, put it back together. That thing will start switching its own directions. It does all kinds of stupid shit. I hate that fucking ratchet. You put ass into it, you break your knuckles.
Yeah.
You just regularly use it. You got to clean the damn thing out all the time, or it'll start doing its own thing. Gets dirt in it, it flips its own switch, goes different directions. It pisses me off. And I'm not the only one. I've seen other YouTube videos about people getting pissed with those ratchets. And I don't care if they got updated paws, they still all suck. They suck.
Hey, Diabolical, how are you?
It doesn't have a sealed head, right, Theo? How's Matco call that a professional ratchet if it's not a sealed head? They say it's a sealed head that's not sealed.
Like I said, I don't know. I have never looked at them much because, like I said, they look too much like the gear wrench.
I tell you what, it's amazing as you look at it, and you might see a little seam, a little like something maybe like penetrating oil could go through. I'll fuck that ratchet up where it's changing its own direction. I'll open up, clean it out. Dude, there'll be like fucking kitty litter inside that bitch. It's like, how did this get in there? I mean, there'll be little pieces of gravelly shit in there and everything. I don't know how the hell it gets in there. Like
I don't know.
I hate the macro ratchets. They're not professional grade, and they're not a $200 ratchet. They are American made, but they're not a very good ratchet.
Like I said, they look too much like the gear wrench one for me. So I've
also spread the ears on a flex head, putting a lot of torque on it. I've totally broke the handle of a macro ratchet with not putting that much ass into it.
Oh no, Jamie, that Cornish bird is not that small. That's a big sucker. But yeah, I like my dual 80s. It did cross my mind to get me one of them new Icon ones, the really long ones, to see if I can beat the fucking shit out of it.
Torque Test channel said it did pretty fucking good. In fact, it beat the Snap-on, but that's a Torque Test channel, and I no longer believe a goddamn thing that guy says or shows because he's full of shit. I know that, but I got tools he claims that, it's the most powerful, and this one ranked like 9 down his list. But I tell you what, I have number 9, and it beats the piss out of what he called number 1. So I don't believe Torque Test channel.
I agree with you, Ed.
I wonder if they keep doing what they're doing and keep going and making this stuff and designing, putting into production of shit that they're designing and stuff, like say the new toolboxes and all that shit. I just wonder at what point in time will they affect the tool trucks and the American tool companies? And it's like wonder at what point will they affect them? They eventually, I mean, that seems to be their goal. Taken away, I'm sure they want more than 10% of the tool truck business. They're looking for a bigger chunk than that, so their goal is to go after. I would have to.
Yeah, but I keep saying the same thing over and over, and it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. But the Icon is outpricing themselves on the market. Icon is fixing to run in the exact same problem as quote unquote problem as Snap-on is. But the Icon fans are they're so blindsided right now. They don't realize that their shit is fucking overpriced.
I don't even know the prices of their shit. I just know that their ratchets are on sale starting tomorrow for 40% off for Inside Track members because I saw my buddy's newspaper. And the titanium 125 is $129.95 for Inside Track members tomorrow. I'm trying to think what else I saw that was on sale. Jack stands are $35. I have no idea. Like Icon's ratchet, I know I would have. What's their 3/8 drive ratchets run like $70?
Hold on.
I don't even
this
know what
one
a
here.
wrench
This
runs.
one. This one here. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. That's SAE. No.
Jamie mentions Capri and most Tecton. Okay, I'll give it. Tecton's and Capri. Tecton has some they have a good assortment of USA made tools, but most likely Tecton's tools coming out of Taiwan and Capri's are probably all made coming out of the same plant, just made to their specs, their design. Capri's very Capri's very competitive price wise. And I will say, one of the guys I work with has got a ton of Capri impact sockets, and he has no problem with them. I think all his 3/8 short, semi-deep, deep, and swivels impacts are all Capris, and same with this half-inch.
Okay, you see this here?
Yeah.
This is Williams, which is Blue Point. You see the price there for $193, so $200, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now let me look up the icon real quick.
1 second. Adjust my heat touch. What is this heater doing?
And then this is the icon. Give me 1 second here. Share screen. Oh, there you go. So there you got the icon. 1 second here. So there you got the icon one. It's for $199.99, $200. And those are not even reversible. Carlisle tools are overpriced. I agree with you on that, Jamie. Well, good for you. Get your new transmission. The new, I haven't looked at Carlisle for a long time. Capri and Tecton are quick to warranty. Yep. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Walter. Yeah, and for that you can buy the Williams, which is Blue Point, and they're also reversible. So on the end of the day, you get more for the same price. Did you see the icons that I just put up or not, Dave?
Yeah, I saw them. I didn't realize they were that much.
Yeah.
I had some little prick today. He had freaking his toolbox on sale on Facebook Marketplace. And I asked him about it. I said, I'm interested. I basically said, when can I come over and pick it up? He said, well, what's your offer on it? I said, what you're asking for. It was, oh, that's just a clickbait. It's like, fuck you, little kid. Fucking got a box he wanted $2,000 for. And then he tells me through message that he's looking to get $7,900 out of it. And I'm like, you ain't never gonna sell that. It's an $8,000 box. He wants $8,000 for it. I thought he was gonna give it up cheap, and it's clickbait. Why would you clickbait on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, what kind of box was it?
A Snap-on Master Series, like I think it was, what are they, 54.5-inch long, 56-inch long?
Oh, that's no,
almost 30-inch deep. It wasn't the narrow one. It was deeper. Like
it makes no difference. They're about those are worth about $2,000.
That's what he was asking, $2,000. That's what he listed at. So I was going to try to go down from there. And he tells me, no, I'm looking for $7,000. Fuck you, dude.
No, he will never get that.
That's what I told him. You're never going to get it.
Nope, $2,500 at best. If it's in really good shape.
I'm doing my best not to buy a new box, but I got to.
Yeah, those Carlisle's toolboxes. Are they not like strictly toolboxes? I think they are made by strictly toolboxes, or extreme toolboxes, or what is it called?
Probably made by Extreme, or the same company that makes Tool Vault. They also make Master Force.
Yeah.
They make Montezumas, I think, or whatever they're freaking called.
Yeah, no, Montezuma is their own brand.
The Macro boxes are solid. All the Macro boxes I've seen are solid. Snap-on Master Series is good. A lot of people don't like the lock and roll. I like the Snap-on Epics. I like the Macro 5S and ups, 5S, 6S, and Rebels. They're all good boxes when you get into the higher end like that.
The 5S is all right. The 6S is definitely better.
A 5S is all right. Yeah, I mean, 5S and up, good or nice boxes. 5S.
The 5S is almost like your, like your Master, which is not a, it's not a bad box. It's just a little bit cheaper.
Well, the Master is a top end box at one point before they came out with Epics. That was Snap-on flagship. The Master, I have a Master series that's old as shit. My Master is just shy of 30 inches deep. I think it's 29 and a half inches deep. My box. Yeah. It's not like they make a heritage series or whatever you want to call it, a classic. That is actually like.
That's right, Walter.
It used to be called the Snap-on Icon box. It was in between a classic and a Masters, so it had a 25-inch depth. It had the Masters lock and roll system. It did not have Master wheel casters on it. It was not quite as heavy duty, and it was cheaper. But they were going to call it the Snap-on Icon. And when Icon came out with their Icon line of tools and boxes, Snap-on put it into their classic series. But it is there's a box out there. It's in between a Masters and a Classic. A lot of people
never heard of it.
Well, a lot of people think it's a Masters, but it isn't. It's shallower and it's got different casters on it. It's built slightly different. My Masters box is still held up fine. It's good. It's beat up because I'm not nice to it. I never have been. But I definitely need to get a new box.
My cart is the Master, and it's a good cart. Don't get me wrong. And I had a 54-inch too.
Master? How deep
30.
Is the Master? It's 30.
30. Yeah. It's nice. But like I said, I like the Matco 6S drawers. Just it's like they're just a little better built. And then if you got the Epic, they are above that. For me, I feel like the 6S is in between the Master and the Epic.
I can agree with that. Like my Master series, I got to be honest with you.
That's right, Walter.
I think my Master series is a little bit stout, a little more heavier duty. I just feel mine feels sturdier than the newer versions of a Master. For some reason, I think I just got this feeling when they came out with the Epic, they might have backed off on the Master touch and some of the stiffness and sturdiness of it, but I could be wrong.
And it's not because
mine's so weighted down it might feel sturdier.
But it's not like the Master is bad or anything like that. It's just It's just the way the drawer closes versus the 6S and the Epic. The Masters just feels cheaper.
Yeah, I don't like the way Masters doesn't always latch. It doesn't glide all the way to the end. A lot of times on its own. I don't know. You're right. They're different.
But they're solid. Don't get me wrong. But
I just got this feeling that my ass is going to get impatient and just freaking order up what I want and pay out my ass for it. Might as well just do the same.
There's a couple. There's a couple nice ones for sale on Facebook Marketplace, Dave.
I know. I've been looking all over the place, looking at them. Buying a brand new Snap-on toolbox is a worse investment than buying a brand new car.
I don't know. They devalue no matter what.
They lose their value quick. You buy what's a sticker price of $50,000 toolbox, and you'd be lucky if you took that home, had it in your garage for a week, and could turn around and get 20 grand out of it.
Yeah, but a car no different.
The car, you have a better chance of getting 80% of your value back on a brand new car.
Yeah, I know.
I just see these guys selling. I saw him on Facebook Marketplace, and he sold it in a heartbeat. He had a Mr. Big with.
That's right, diabolical.
Top group of shelves. Yeah, I think I priced out. He had Mr. Big, then he added like a center Mr. Big 10-footer. Then he added probably like another $18,000 of accessories to it. He had that fucker on sale and he sold it for $8,000 on Facebook Marketplace. And the thing looked immaculate. I just don't see how people give them up and sell them that cheap. I would never, if I paid a good price for it, I'd never give it up for nothing on Facebook.
That's for sure, Mark.
Now I have seen a Snap-on Epic a 68 that bent though, but don't tell nobody.
The what?
I seen an Epic 68 Snap-on bend. Or a bent one.
Bent?
Yeah, bent. Overloaded, and it bent the fucking top drawer, and it bent the box itself.
No shit.
It's the one with the full-length drawers, a 68 Snap-on with full-length drawers. So I had no support down the center.
I agree, that's I got for what I got here, I got less than 7,000 in the mine, and it's it's big box in the end of the day. A while back, I done the calculations on it. Rick, hold on.
I need to make some chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, you can't beat used, M. That's where you can get the deals. Yeah, good question, Shannon. Diabolical, have you added to yours anymore?
Well, you ever want to find if you're in the Ohio, Indiana, Northern Kentucky, and whatever area, and Michigan area, JWC Tech finds the fucking best deals on toolboxes you could ever find. I don't know how he hits it. I've seen him find $40,000 setups. You get it for $12,000 cash, and the shit looks immaculate.
Right.
I think JWC only paid for his Epic. I think he only paid $1,800 for it.
Another site locker a while back. I have another 68 to add to it if I wanted to combine it someday. Dang. Yep, that's for sure, Jamie.
I don't know about the organization. I don't like shit organized. My shit is perfectly organized. I know eyes closed, no lights on where each and every tool is.
One big pile?
I know where each tool is.
Yeah, and that one big pile.
No, my stuff's not in a pile. I know where that tool is. My side locker's a whole shit mess, but I know where everything is in there. Yeah, half my tools aren't even in my box anymore, Theo. I got multiple blocks, but I have multiple boxes at work. I have fucking 2 Huskies at work, and I guess you could count an old piece of shit Craftsman that I got to get the fuck out of here because I can't move it again. It's going to fall apart. But that's basically holding just fucking extra parts and shit. But I got 2 Husky boxes I have in my back stock room that is loaded with a bunch of old tools I don't fucking ever use. Like
Yeah.
Somebody needs to change strut cartridges on a 88 Chevy Lumina. I got the fucking tool,
That's for sure, Jamie.
I'm surprised he pops on your live streams, don't he?
Yeah, for whatever reason, he's
Jason
not here
hasn't popped
tonight.
on. He's probably busy doing something with his inventory or some shit.
Not really interested in going back through everything. Yeah, I can imagine. All right. Hey, we're over the 1 hour mark. Well over.
All right.
But let's get ready to call the night.
Second, I'm just reading something real quick. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining Theo's Live. Theo, thanks for having me on. Everybody, have a safe and hopefully good start to your new week, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, everybody. Dave, thank you for coming on. And thanks for everybody coming out tonight and hanging out. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody's going to have a good week. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.